There is numerous studies that show the longer the average holding time for a trader or investor, the more likely they are overall making money. I will say that again for the people in the back. The longer your average hold time in trading or investing, the more likely you are making money. That is not an opinion. That is not gut feeling. That is not my experience. That is factual data presented by brokerages and just numerous studies. Like I invite you, don't take my word for it. Go search this up. The average hold time as it goes up, the more likely, the higher the success rate for traders. So if you want the easiest version, now again, there's less upside potentially. I mean, actually, I take that back. There's a lot of potential in investing. Passive investing can be incredibly successful for the average person. Like the average person, buy and hold SPY, you'll likely do well over the long time. Now, I have to show you this really quick. I have to show you this because nothing about trading, investing is easy. So let me show you a nightmare example. If you're somebody who says day trading, swing trading, all of it is way too hard, I don't want to deal with it, I'm just going to passively invest, respectable response. In fact, for most people, it's what they probably should do. You probably shouldn't be staring at screens and trying to trade and do all this hard stuff. But let me be really clear with you. Investing is not an easy antidote to making money either. Why? The S&P 500 is largely considered, actually, it is like the best performing stock market for the last, like, however long, like 100 years or whatever. Okay, so we should just buy it and hold it, right? Like, why are we trading? This is silly. Well, let me show you an example of a market that looks kind of like it does today. It's just trending up and up and up, and it seems to never go down. Let's go back to the year that I was born, 1996, December 1996, okay? Great time, trust me, I was there. And let's say that December 1st, you bought and you said, forget this day trading and swing trading things. This thing just goes up and up and up. And by the way, at that time, look at what it was doing. Like, it felt very similar to how it does today. 1996. I want to show you an example really quick. You buy and you say, enough of this day trading thing. It's way too hard. I'm just going to buy at the highs here. I don't care. And look at what happened. Your money went up and it doubled. It doubled almost. Okay. Over the course of 3 years. 3 years, you doubled your money. That's fantastic. That's really good returns. Okay? Trust me, I was there. Cedric liked that. Yeah, I was born there. That was the joke. Anyways, 1996, I saw the 90s. Great time, trust me. Great time to be alive in a baby carriage. And so you make 104%. And you're like, this day trading, swing trading thing, that's for idiots. Why would you ever try? Just buy and hold, right? Well, you ready? Stock market's in an uptrend, looks a lot like today. And let's say, see, I knew it. I knew the stock market was going to keep going. Let's fast forward. The market proceeds to have a huge crash. Remember, this took us 3 years. 3 years. You had doubled your money. It was looking great. And you said, I'm never selling. I'm just a buy and hold investor. And it's the right thing to do, right? Well, look what happened. The market came all the way back to where you started. Inflation adjusted, it was even worse because you also had inflation. Let's just assume no inflation. Break even after let's get it right. After 2,282 days, you are break even on your investment. 2,300 days, let's call it, you are break even. Okay? Well, it gets worse, okay? Because now you say, all right, fine, keep holding, and look at this. We're back after Because there's an old expression in markets, which is you made $1 million, you lost $1 million, you lost $1 million, right? Even though you break even, like even though you made this money, you feel like that money's yours, right? So then you give it all back. You're like, I lost $1 million. Let's say you made $1 million and you lost it all. You're like, I lost $1 million. Really, you didn't lose anything. You just wasted time. Like time just went past. You made $1 million, you lost $1 million. All right, you get your $1 million back. At how long? How long did it take you, right? $3,864. You're back to doubling your account. I'm sorry, not dollars. 3,864 days. You're back to being where you were. You're up, let's say, $1 million. Great. That is years and years and years. What's that? Almost, is that, yeah, that's 10 years. 10 years have gone by. It gets worse because you keep holding and it goes back down. Okay. So when you say passive investing is just the best, be careful. It's not always the best. It's not always the best. Hindsight bias is the worst. Hindsight tells you markets only go up right now. So be careful. So 4,473 days, we're back to break even again. And to get back to our doubling of the account, how long did it take? Here's the final answer. We started our investment journey December of 1996. We just bought and held the S&P 500. We went through some pain and turmoil. By the way, the psychological damage of this, that'll hurt. Okay, to get back to our highs, it took us a total of 5,933 days. Someone help me out. Do the math. How long did that take you to get back to the point where you've regained from your starting point where you doubled your account? How long did it take you to double your account? Passively buying and investing. 5,933 days. I mean, I guess we could just do the math. 1996 all the way to 2013. That's how long it took you to get back to your gains. Okay? 16.2. Thank you very much, James. 16.2 years. Can you actually imagine? Think right now. If you said, forget this day trading, forget the swing trading, forget the active management, I'm just buying and holding. Can you imagine if it took you just to double your investment, 16 years and a couple trips to the therapy sessions in between? Like these are violent periods. So again, now we're living in a time where the markets have done nothing but go up. By the way, before all this happened, see what was happening then? If you're outside of the United States, I have a cool offer I want to tell you guys about thanks to our partnered broker, 8cap. 8cap is currently offering the ability for new depositors to get access to our premium tool, the Edge Finder, completely for free. Now, how this works is basically you create an account and deposit a certain amount of money into that account, and they will essentially buy the Edge Finder on your behalf. So it's a win-win-win. They get a new client for a reputable brokerage, you get access to the Edge Finder and a great brokerage to trade with, and you'll be supporting the show by signing up with 8cap. Now, here are the steps if you want to find out more about this specific offer, but make sure to follow them specifically as we list them out on the screen here. Step 1, navigate to a1trading.com/8cap. That's a1trading.com/8cap. Step 2 is to follow the instructions and to make sure you use the specific link on that screen to sign up for your new 8cap account. Step 3, complete the required deposit amounts and contact their team as instructed on the page. So if you're interested in finding out more about this offer, head over to a1trading.com/8cap, and we'll also be dropping the link to this down below in the live stream chat as we speak. Like I said, make sure to follow those instructions specifically if you'd like to get access to a free copy of the Edge Finder if you meet the deposit requirements as listed on the website. Full information, like I said, can be found a1trading.com/8cap. I hope that was a useful response to just Jason's. I know he didn't actually say this, but he's teasing this concept where we see this all over the place. But Nick, markets always go up, right? Be careful is all I'm saying. Remember me in 10 years from now if we get a sideways market. If the market goes up for 10 years, then forget what I said. But you never know, and that's the point. You don't know with certainty what markets are going to do next, and they could keep going. Trust me, they could go for a lot longer. but just be careful drawing the conclusion that markets only go up.
Hope that video was helpful to you, and I also wanted to make sure to share our Telegram channel with you. Every day we are posting up chart markups and analysis and in-depth breakdowns of what's going on both fundamentally and technically in the markets. We also drop bonus videos in the Telegram channel, so don't miss out. Come join our Telegram channel. The link is in the description down below. Have a great rest of your day.